417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
It's going to be sunny today, highs into the mid-30s, and increasing clouds tonight with lows down around 19. Thursday will be more of the same. Friday, colder with highs only up near 25 and lows that night down around 2. Saturday's going to be miserably cold, too, with highs only around 19. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states. It is 10 degrees in Neosho, 5 degrees in Pittsburgh, and 9 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app. It's time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Club Car Wash, with 3 locations open across Joplin and Miami. Check them out at clubcarwash.com. And today we're featuring JD from Frystad.
Add your ingredients to the flour, and in the United States of America, until the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Great job, JD. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to the KIX website, to the Morning KIX page. There's a button on there you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio. $977.50 up for grabs at the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound in just 17 minutes. Here's Hudson Westbrook on KIX. Morning, chillins. How is everybody? Turn that down. I feel like I'm sitting really low. I don't guess I am. I'm fine. Quit looking at it. Quit looking at it. How is everybody? Look what I got. I had to go buy it because shipping took, let me see, when did I order this? Saturday or Sunday? I think it was Sunday, and it's not going to be here until this evening. Hi there, Morning KIX.
I would like to correct you on something.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for a correction all this time. Go, Christine, correct me.
It is 5 degrees in Neosho.
Well, according to the National Weather Service, I guess it's whatever thermometer you're reading, right?
Right, but they're not here in Neosho where it is 5 degrees.
Maybe the thermometer is malfunctioning.
Both the thermometer on the outside of my house and my car say 5 degrees.
Well, and that could be. I think I see the problem here. It's 10 degrees everywhere in Neosho except for at Christine's house where it's 5 degrees. So there's a level of frigidness, is what I'm hearing, a chilliness around your surroundings that doesn't exist everywhere else.
You think you're funny.
What? I'm funny. I'm not. I'm just reporting the news here, Christine. That's all I'm doing.
I know that you're going by the National Weather Map.
Yeah.
I'm just correcting you. That National Weather Map is not here in Neosho, and they don't understand. It is a valley.
Yeah.
Colder.
I will say it's really weird when you look over the map. I can look over this right now and see, like, Pittsburgh is 5, Joplin is 9, Miami's 9, and then over here just east of Neosho, it's actually over near Stark City, it's 10. And then we go over to Coffeyville, Kansas, where it's 3, it's 2 in Cherryvale. It's crazy, the temperature. I mean, right there, we've got almost a 10-degree temperature difference. 4 in Springfield, 16 over near Branson.
Well, I'm going to start driving south then.
Yeah, well, let's see what it is in. I can go down and look. In Siloam Springs, Arkansas, Fayetteville is 12 right now. And if you go down to Muldrow, Oklahoma, it's 18. It's not much better. Huh?
Keep going further. I want to get warm.
Go over to White County, Searcy in Arkansas. It's 26 there. Hey, Batesville, Arkansas is 24.
All right, there we go.
It's just not a lot better.
Yeah. Man, it is cold.
It is. And it's something, there's a little bit of a breeze this morning, I believe. And that's really making it feel colder.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm going to call back in, 10 minutes?
Actually, yeah, 14 minutes.
All right, peace out.
All right, bye. Christine, everybody. Okay, let's see. Morning, Jasmine. How are you doing? She says it's 24 degrees here in Florida. What? Where are you at? Really, Jasmine? Where are you at in Florida? Which they do get below freezing in Florida, more commonly across the panhandle than down in the central and southern part of the state, but it's not impossible. And Jasmine, I think, will agree with me that when the temperatures do drop that low, they do not know how to behave in Florida. And in their defense, a lot of the houses, when you get down below Orlando and further south, most of the houses down there don't have heating in them, which to us is like mind-blowing. We don't know how to think of that. Which we have a guy who works here in the building. Let me get rid of this. We have a guy who works here in the building who is originally from Southern California. And when he moved here and went to work for Zimmer, he was so blown away by just the architecture of buildings, the way things were. He had never, ever seen snow until he came to the 4 states. But he said the schools, he said in California, all of the schools are open air, meaning you don't have hallways at the school. You have classes, but there's walkways outside. Nobody goes inside to go from class to class. There are no hallways. And he goes, here, everything's got brick walls. He goes, everything's inside. He said, that's just not the way out there. And the reason we have to do it is because of the weather. There's a whole winter culture here. She's in Gainesville, Florida. That's crazy. Gainesville's over on the northeastern side of Florida, but still, to be that cold. Why have a house with no heat? Because they don't need it, usually. It does not get cold enough, usually, to justify it. Southern California is the same way. Most of the houses out there, I was so shocked. You know, I'm cold-natured. So when I lived in Los Angeles, during the wintertime, when the Santa Ana winds would blow, I'd want to turn on a little heat. So I remember going around my flat looking for the heater the first winter I was there and realizing there was no heat. Absolutely no heat. I had to go out and get a space heater because just, you know, and it wasn't like I was going to freeze to death. I just was not comfortable. But there was no heat. And I mentioned it to a buddy of mine. He goes, nobody has heat here. He goes, at the very most, they have baseboard heating. That's it. There are no gas lines for heating. They have gas lines for water heater, but that's even a rarity. Gas, water heater, natural gas and stuff like that in California just don't have that. There's not a big need for it. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. 7:10. It's going to be sunny today with highs into the mid-30s. And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. Your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound is just 10 minutes from now. And all you have to do to win $977.50 is be caller number 5 at 720 and tell us what the sound is. Here's Jason Aldean on the 4 states #1 for cash, KIX 102.5. I know it's crazy to us, the idea that no gas, natural gas like that. There's natural gas lines, but not for that purpose. And propane sales, they don't have propane companies out there the way we do that come and deliver gas. Just doesn't exist. It's not a market for it. And the time that they do have colder temperatures, it's so few and so rare that it's not a very profitable thing. Crazy. Yeah, Sheila says the school she was at, there was no hall, no heat. Isn't that weird? Gainesville, Florida, which is also where the band Leonard Skinner was founded and is from. There is a, I can't remember where it's at in Gainesville, but in Gainesville, there is a bar that's memorialized that was a place that the guys in Leonard Skinner first got together and would play. They knew somebody that owned it, and they really got everything founded there. Stephen Gaines, who was one of the lead guitarists for Leonard Skinner, was born and raised in Seneca, Missouri. All this stuff that I know that you should know. Shiala says, I got a new marker. Where, Shiala? Hey, I got an idea, though. I do have something that I want to try. You know, remember yesterday I was talking about it being like an electrical butterscotch scent that I was smelling? Oh. Jimmy forgot her pants. Megan just saved us all from an eye scorching. No propane accessories. That's right, Megan. I don't like this. It's really, really bothering me. Stop it. That is the dumbest stand ever. That feels better. Nope, that don't. Yes! Very good. Okay, so after we do secret sound, do we have time? Okay, so here is the Magnum marker. Gosh. So my idea was, I wonder what it would be like flavored. I just hit my nose. That's not too great. What is this though? Chicken. Strawberry chicken. What? Well, that's not good. That's not good. Yes, I did the EAS yesterday. Yes, I did. Thank you, Megan. I'm like, Megan didn't remind me of that. And then I scrolled back into the comments a little bit and I saw where you did right before the end. Yes. We are good on that today. And I have the topic already scheduled for today. So it's ready to go. Oh, it is the worst, Christy. It just will not go away. And the Primatene is barely touching it. I went on Amazon last night looking at the benzoate or benzonotate or whatever you guys call it, the pearls, and saw about getting some of those through Amazon. So Amazon's got their telehealth deal, and I have ordered prescriptions through there before. You know, it's usually like $30. You can consult with a doctor via text. They ask you a few questions. They write you a prescription. You get it sent off. And I'm thinking about doing that to get those because I just really don't want to spend a doctor. I don't want to go to the doctor yet. I'm not ready to go to the doctor yet for my physical. I thought maybe sometime next month or in March. March would be, I think, where I'd prefer to do that. Where's Woody? Woody did not come back. Where's Bryson? Where is everyone today? I mean, thankfully, Jasmine came on here with us because it's just Christy, Shiala, Jimmy, and Megan. And Jasmine. That's it today? Because I can turn this video off so fast it'll make your head spin. What is with everybody today? Oh, also, so we had talked about, been talking about the Walmart Plus, been using that, trying it out, seeing what the experience was like. We did the annual deal, but it's still on the first month trial. We could cancel. And yesterday, so we ordered on Sunday, realizing that because of the snow and everything, that it was going to be a while before we got it. Well, we got it yesterday evening, which I thought was generous amount of time. I'm going to have to put my coat on. Sorry, I hate telling stories like that, but I knew I had to get this ready because we're getting ready to just jump on in about 10 seconds. So they forgot, looks like a whole bag of my order yesterday. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. Got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound right after Luke Bryan on the 4 states, #1 for cash, KIX 102.5. So yeah, totally every single frozen item that we had ordered was there. I was charged for it, but that apparently a bag or 2 bags. There was about 7 different things, so probably 2 bags just was not there. And I'm like, what the heck? At first, I didn't notice, and then I went to get I put all the groceries away because we had about 6 or 7 bags of groceries, and it'd be real easy to overlook this. So I encourage you, if you guys use this, be sure to go through every single item as you put it away. But I went to get myself one of the frozen items to fix for supper before I went to rehearsal last night. And I looked and I'm like, those were not in the order. And I got to looking through everything and I realized every single frozen food item was not in the order. So either they didn't pack it, or they packed it and put it in someone else's order, or they left it sitting there at the store or on the side of the road. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, went on. It was a pretty easy process through the chat. No questions were asked. They gave me the money back on those things, and I adjusted the tip to reflect that. And so, yeah, it really irritated me, though, because now, after rehearsal, we had to go to Walmart last night and get all of those things, which this was another thing that kind of confused me. We had ordered 2 different loaves of bread that we like, different style, flavors, whatever, of bread. And it showed them both as out. And then we went to the store, and there it was on the shelves. I'm like, I thought they were out of this. And it wasn't like they had restocked either. I mean, there was a few loaves left on the shelves, but they did not pack that. So I'm not entirely sold on this process yet. It's not been 100%, I'll say that. Had some good experiences, and overall, I think it was better. But, hey, Daniel's here. Morning, Suzanne. Suzanne says, what did you order from? I was talking about the, what did I order from? I was talking about the Walmart Plus app, which I've been trying that over the past couple of weeks. Oh, Greg's just been lurking in the corner, so he's here. Do you think Major's lurking, Jimmy? I don't think he's lurking. I think he's snoring is probably a lot more likely. Because you have to remember that it's like 5:19 there, 6:19. Suzanne says, yeah, happens all the time. Oh, that they say out, and then you go to the store, and there it is on the shelves. Sometimes I'll try switching stores, but I don't think that makes any difference at all. You figured it out? What'd you figure out? Yeah, because I'm not going to pay a monthly premium fee. Well, I don't know. I mean, we're getting the free Paramount Plus, which we were already paying for beforehand, and now we're not because of that. So I don't know. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be into the mid-30s. We'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you about the colder temperatures coming this weekend in just 6 minutes. But right now, it is time for you to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound. We've got $977.50 for you if you can be caller number 5 at 623-1025 and tell me, what is this sound? What is that? 623-1025. Be caller number 5 and tell me, and you're going to win all the cash from the 4 states, #1 for cash. Yeah, Suzanne, that's what I'm trying to do is maximize these subscriptions, because it'd be real easy for them to get away from you. And I'll tell you a little bit about what we've done. Everybody else is privy on it on here. Thanks for being on, by the way. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Caller number 1, keep trying. Hi, Morning Kicks. You're caller number 2. Keep trying. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Caller number 3. Keep trying. Hi, Morning Kicks. You are caller number 4. Keep trying. Hi, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
This is Chad.
Chad, where are you from?
Lamar.
Chad from Lamar, you are caller number 5. All right, buddy, we've got $977.50 for you. If you can tell me, what is this sound?
Is it dumping out like drumsticks and drums down the stairs?
He says dumping drumsticks and drums down the stairs for $977.50. Chad, that is not it. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, which is going to make it $1,002.50, and we'll give you another chance to guess tomorrow morning at 7:20.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, Chad.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. He was very coherent. You could hear his phone. I really appreciate that. So, yeah, I was not going to spend the money on Walmart Plus until I realized that they give you a free Paramount Plus subscription or a NBC Peacock subscription. We had been paying for Paramount Plus. And I thought, hey, hold on. We could just do this, cancel our Paramount Plus subscription, and let the Walmart Plus subscription pay for that. So that's what we did. It actually saved us a couple of bucks a month on that. So, yeah, we try to do that wherever we can. We share some of our streaming accounts with a couple of our friends and with relatives so that we can eliminate that. So we get a lot of channels for very little streaming fee. Because that kind of stuff can nickel and dime you to death. It really can. But in spite of that, the Walmart Plus thing, very frustrating when you're dependent on stuff. I think I'm going to start requiring, we just had them leave it at the door, and then I got up and brought it in the house. I think I'm going to require a handoff where I can go through everything right there in front of the guy. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for cash. Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound. Chad from Lamar, you are caller number 5.
All right.
All right, buddy. We've got $977.50 for you. If you can tell me, what is this sound?
Is it dumping out like drumsticks and drums down the stairs?
He says dumping drumsticks and drums down the stairs for $977.50. Chad, that is not it. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, which is going to make it $1,002.50, and we'll give you another chance to guess tomorrow morning at 7:20.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, there we go. We are now over $1,000 on the jackpot. We made it. So tomorrow, $1,002.50. There's Thomas. Thomas is here finally. Christy said, we use Walmart Plus to send packages to and from one of my granddaughters. Works very well. Suzanne says she splits her subscriptions with her aunt and her mom. Yeah, Suzanne said it used to only be Paramount Plus, which to me is the better streaming service out of Peacock. So what we do, me and Jen do, she has the Peacock through her Walmart Plus deal. I have the Paramount. So I share my Paramount with her. She shares the Peacock with me. We're not technically paying for either one of those services because of the Walmart Plus plans. Works out. Suzanne says she has no clue what the secret sound is. That is the sign of a good secret sound, I think. Megan says we do handoff. We have 36 items. We count as they put it in the tote, and then they take a picture and leave. Oh, as they put it. Okay, so you hand off. You don't do the bags? Can you do bagless? That's a good idea, Megan. And Suzanne says you need to make sure you're editing your subscription preferences on your orders. Oh, I am. first time I did not, and pretty much the whole order had been substituted, Suzanne. So now that's the first thing we do is we turn that off, which they really make that difficult to find. You ought to be able to set that, I think, as a global setting. The Walmart app, by the way, is not the best designed app for user experience. It's pretty clunky. It's about Amazon is actually easier to navigate than the Walmart app, which both of them are pretty clunky when it comes to navigating. Have you ever tried to dig into Amazon? Try getting into your subscriptions. If you have things that you get on a regular basis, they make it so difficult to get into that. And if you ever, I did the telehealth thing not too long ago and consulted with a doctor on there, trying to get back out to go back into regular Amazon, you might as well clear the app and reload it from scratch because it's not going to work. Suzanne says you can do no bags. Okay, that's interesting. So they have a tote or something, I assume, that they carry it in, that they bring it up to your door and then transfer it over to you. Is that right? Yeah, you really have to know your way through it, Christy. Thomas thinks he's going through his midlife crisis. Why, did you dye your hair and buy a Corvette, Thomas? The more you use Plus, you'll find it gets easier. There are some things that it's just, I'm like, why do I have to go through here? It was real easy. I will say it was very easy to get the refund on that and to change the tip amount, which I assume that's what you do, right? I mean, if the order is failed, then the bottom line, it stops with the driver. Don't they go through and have to check everything supposedly when they deliver something? Megan says, we have a big storage tote just for deliveries. We take it out to the gate. We keep in mind how many items we have and we count as they unload. Yeah, they have a big mailbox from the post office type thing. Okay, cool. So I need to adjust how I'm doing that to make them more accountable. Because I could see that being a problem. And if I have to go through the process of ordering, getting, receiving all that, and then go back to the store and buy the things that they screwed up or messed up on. Oh, Thomas ordered marshmallow fluff and sliced pickles. Thomas, I don't think that's the sign of a midlife crisis. I think that means you're pregnant. Hi there, Morning KIX.
You didn't even ask me where I've been the last couple of days. You didn't miss your 5 minutes.
You talked. We talked yesterday. What are you talking about? You called me yesterday.
No.
Yes, we did. You actually got on to me about something yesterday. I remember you calling, saying, and I told you you were calling too early. Remember?
No.
Yep, you sure did. What the?
Okay, I must have been.
Yeah, you were a little pissy yesterday morning.
I didn't call you yesterday.
Yes, she did, didn't she? She did. Right at the top of the hour, right after we got out of the news. And remember, I told you it's your world. I'm just pleased to be living in it. Remember?
No.
I said, I'm sorry. You said I took too long to answer the phone. Day before, whatever, Monday or Tuesday. It wasn't more than 2 days, though. You said I hadn't talked to you in the past couple of days.
Yeah. But you didn't say anything.
Jimmy said yes.
I guess you assumed that you talked to me yesterday.
Assume, yeah.
I'll let you slide on
Nope.
this one.
Everybody on the chat saying you called yesterday. I thought so.
It was the day before.
I think
You guys are losing it.
I think we talked to you both days. Oh, I think the common denominator of losing it here, Christine, is that you have a picture of them right there in your mirror.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
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 Oh, that's me.
Look at there. Yeah.
Oh.
I got to jump on here in 10 seconds. Hold on.
Okay.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Well, it's officially tax season. You can start filing now, as if you have all your stuff ready to go, right? We'll tell you about it after Tennille Arts on KIX. Yeah, she said, look back at your recent calls, Christine. You can.
I have your number pinned at the top of my thing, so it won't show.
Yeah, if you go into your phone app, it'll show recent calls. You've got a list of the recent calls you made, and it will show that even though you kick on that. Greg says, Alzheimer's affects 1 to 5 loved ones with early onset side effects. See your doctor for more.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
She's a cautionary tale, guys. She is.
You know what?
What?
I have lupus. And I have lupus brain.
Loop.
It's the same thing as like Alzheimer's.
My brother has lupus. I've always said that disease sounds like something you would do with a giant beach ball at the beach. Hey, come on, kids. Get the ball. Let's go lupus.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Do you ever have conversations with her and she don't remember?
With who?
I don't know what we were just talking
You said with her? With her? Who's her?
Your mother.
With my mother? With Mama? Mom.
Oh, my God.
My mama doesn't. She doesn't even remember my name half the time.
Okay. Well, we've all heard her on the radio.
Yeah. Hey, Randy. I'm like, oh, gosh. Here we go.
15 packs of cigarettes a day.
We haven't heard from her in a while. I haven't talked to her since right before Christmas, so I don't know how she's doing with all the cold weather. I don't like to check in.
You should probably check on her.
Should I? Should I?
I don't know.
I don't think I should.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Hey, I got to go, Christine. We got a break coming up.
Peace out.
Bye. Okay. SSDI here. Thomas says you're using SSDI. Megan says we're doing our taxes this weekend. I don't know when I'm doing mine, but I always, there's a chance you could get a bigger return this year, depending, especially for all of the side hustle workers. I mean, if you drive delivery or if you do Uber or one of those things, any of these side hustles that gets you tips, that you work for tips for, a lot of the Walmart drivers, that's all they get is tips. So if that's your deal, then you've got a much larger return coming this year because that stuff's not going to be taxed for the first time. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. It's going to be cloudy and cold today with highs up into the mid-30s. And we'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 25 minutes. Also in the next hour, we're going to be asking, what is something you should probably get your significant other's permission for before doing? At least for you. You should get your spouse's permission for 623-1025 to text or tell us what it is for you, or you can tell us on Facebook. Tax season kicked off day before yesterday, so now everybody's looking ahead to filing their taxes because this year a lot of people could be getting a much larger return. It's looking like, if you work for tips or if you get tips, if you're part of the whole delivery culture, that does deliveries or driving like for Uber or one of those things, then this year, for the first time, you're not going to have to pay taxes on your tips, which means you could be getting a much larger return than you had before. A lot more money coming back. What I think's interesting is the way some couples have totally different plans for their tax returns, especially if they haven't talked to each other. In fact, this is a good way of portraying what I'm talking about.
And now, his and her diaries. She wrote,
We did our taxes tonight and we're getting a nice refund. I can't wait to do something fun with it together. Maybe we can have a romantic weekend, or we could buy a new dinette set. I know, we should do a project around the house. We can redo the half bath. Just the two of us together.
On the very same day, he wrote,
My wife wants to spend our refund check together. Guess I'll have to take her with me when I buy new golf clubs.
Stay tuned for more his and her diaries.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hi.
Hello. Can I help you? Did Christine just butt dial me? Was that Christine? Was that you, Christine? Good gosh. Do you need to pull over? Suzanne, I'm going back up here and seeing some of these. Didn't see her name in the paper. Must be doing all right. Greg says, yeah, I didn't see her name in the paper. She wasn't in the obits, so Mama must be all right. She hadn't been arrested again, I don't think. They don't really put her name in the paper when she gets arrested now. It's been such a regular occurrence so often that it's not really news. Mama got arrested? That's not a big deal where she's from. Oh, Christine, you're deleting your phone records. Suzanne says, I'm a single people, so I don't have to check in with anyone. She does what she wants. Hey, there are some benefits to being a single people, yes. Hi there, Morning KIX.
I didn't talk to you yesterday. I checked my phone records, and no, it wasn't me that just called and hung up.
Okay, Christine. You know what I think's happening, Christine? I think in the middle of the night, you're getting up, going through your phone, and probably deleting stuff.
Oh, my God. Now I've deleted it?
Are you
You didn't talk to me yesterday.
Do you struggle with somnambulism?
Say it again?
You can look it up. Somnambulism. It's possible. Do you take somnambulism? Do you take a sleep medication to help you sleep?
No.
Could be affecting your behavior. Maybe you should.
I take lots of other medicine.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Well, they're prescribed.
Oh, well, yeah. The good ones always are.
Well, okay then. I do have to show my ID when I pick them up.
There you go.
I mean, so they are good ones.
That's how you know.
It wasn't me. No, I didn't.
She did not call.
So,
Okay.
Again, all of y'all are something.
We are all wrong, guys. Christine swears she did not call yesterday.
I talked to you Monday.
Monday.
Yes.
That's when. So when you said having not talked to you for the past couple of days, you were referring to the 2 days that were yesterday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday was 2 days in run one.
Run one. Maybe you should pull over.
I am pulled over. Thank God.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Poor children. Bye, Christine.
Bye.
Peace. Peace. What, Suzanne? What? Oh, my gosh, it's cold in here. I'm going to have to put on my coat. It's freezing in this building. Okay, there is a Super Bowl. You believe the Super Bowl is a week from this Sunday? Normally, the two Super Bowl teams, the Seahawks and the Patriots, would share a practice field at the nearby stadium. So it's going to be in San Francisco at the Levi's Stadium where the 49ers play. I don't understand how this works. Normally, they share a field at the nearby 49ers training facility, but not this year. The Patriots will practice at Stanford University. The Seahawks will be getting ready at San Jose State. Neither team will be using the 49ers practice facility at Santa Clara. And then while no one's saying the reason why, a lot of fans have this theory they've come up with, which is that there's an electrical substation right next to the 49ers training complex. And the theory suggests that prolonged exposure to electromotive forces from the substation could be contributing to the 49ers' long-standing injury problems. There's been a lot of people that have thought for years that the reason the 49ers have so many injuries and so many players that, can't make it through a whole season, everything, is because of the side effects of this electric substation, which is right next to their training facility. So the team had an awful year if you didn't pay attention to them. They lost players like Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, George Kittle to season-ending injuries. They also lead the league in adjusted salary cap value loss to injured reserve. Also, there have been sightings of Bigfoot nearby, and they don't want to deal with that. So I don't know. If electromotive forces tore Nick Bosa's ACL and broke Fred Warner's ankle and tore George Kittle's Achilles, then they need to be arrested for assault and battery, I think. I would go with the NFL extended the playing season. The players don't have time to recover theory, but that's just me. And besides, there's only one team who would want to play near an electrical substation. That's the Chargers, of course. Wait a minute. Yes, that's what happened. Oh, Suzanne's once saying I should call my mama. We don't even say the word mama 3 times in a row here because inevitably that will cause her to call, and we don't want that to happen. Yeah, Christine's been sniffing the marker. Jimmy said she's been sniffing the market, which is a lot more likely since I have the marker right here. Wow. Magnum. When it has to be the best, get Magnum. For Valentine's this year, bring her a Magnum. Rainbow Field, yeah. This year's Super Bowl is the Toilet Bowl. Give it a flush. Man, it is cold. My fingers are like ice. It's crazy. Sure you did, Jimmy. Sure you did. Okay, what else is in the news? Oh, did you guys hear the Late Show is ending this summer? We knew it was ending. It's the Stephen Colbert Late Show. Everybody knew, but he revealed the news during a Monday taping that the final episode will be May 21st. I don't think they are going to replace it with anything. I mean, I don't know. It's been losing millions of dollars every year. $30 to $40 million they spend on that show and are not regaining anything. So, yeah, it's a total fiasco. Nobody watches it, in other words. Here, we were talking about sports. Reddit asked its viewers, what's a sport that would be better if you could just change one rule? Just thinking about the NFL and everything, but they had some really weird suggestions. Somebody said tennis. Just score it 1, 2, 3, 4 already. What is with this love and all of the... I never know what the score is. Nobody does in tennis. I think that is the goal. In soccer, they said, imagine if every fake injury gave the other team a free goal. All that flopping around on the field and everything would be gone in less than a week. Soccer with a shot clock would be really good, too. It'd be a few minutes instead of 24 seconds, but adding a reason to make more shots can make for a more interesting game. There's a lot of soccer ones. If no point is scored for 30 minutes in a soccer match, an additional ball is thrown in. I think that could be kind of... I would watch that. The runner-up in the Super Bowl gets to play the winner of the NCAA. That might be interesting. They said, and these are for the Olympics, these next ones. Archery, they ought to move the target further and further away from the competitors until those 8-10s aren't so prevalent. And change the name of fencing to sword fighting. Automatically makes it more appealing. And this is the best one I saw of the whole list. Curling, which Megan's a big fan of curling. But they suggested that the stone be replaced with an adorable baby in a basket. Is that not genius? Here goes. Okay, hold on there, little Billy. Whee! And boy, you'd really get out there and sweep, wouldn't you? Baseball, they said any base achieved is not lost at the end of the inning. So next time your team's up, the runners go back to the bases where they were. Would definitely up the score in baseball. I think that could be interesting. Baseball also, they said, would be more exciting if home runs counted double on weekends. I don't know how that would all work out. Basketball, they said, add 25 to the score of the team that's ahead after 3 quarters. The fourth quarter is untimed, so the game ends whenever the first team reaches the target score. No more fourth quarter full of clock killing and unintentional fouls. Hey, guys. Hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Here's Vincent Mason on KIX 102.5. Yeah, I know, right?
That baby weight's gone. You can't even see her.
Yes. Tom Watts, everybody. You can't see him, but he's over here. You can probably smell him.
Television. Coaching DJ on voice tracking. If we go back to last Saturday.
You'll be fine.
KIX, you're cool with that?
Wait a minute.
Was there something you were doing? I was wanting to make sure we weren't going to override anything.
Today is Wednesday. Yes. I tell you what, you can do 2 to 7 on Saturday. You'll be fine. I overwrite that tomorrow, so it won't be fine after tomorrow.
This is just a practice.
Yeah, usually everybody voice tracks on Thursday, so anytime before there, you can do any of the weekend stuff.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
We're going to get him started on that. Again, get a baseline on where he is.
Right on. Good luck, man.
I told him, first rule.
Yeah, right. That's a good one. Tom's training one of our new interns, so he was asking permission to use some of our voice tracks. Here's a good one. We were talking about the sports things. Golf. Once you get to the green, it ought to convert to a mini golf course, with windmills and everything. I think that would be awesome. That would be a good one. Yeah, nobody's that old, Suzanne. You now have to be at least 65 to listen to Tom Watts. Those are the new government rules. We don't make them. We just abide by them. Drinking ought to be required in professional golf. Yeah. Happy Gilmore Golf. Drop on the field, flop like a fish. That's what happens when they're in soccer. Suzanne, is Jimmy Fallon's show doing any better? Not really. None of the late night show. Ever since, Conan O'Brien was the last successful, and he got out at the right time, I think, when he retired from TBS and converted over to, he's now doing podcasts and those specials on Max. And I guess the podcasting stuff that he's doing is really popular. He's making bank on that. So. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:50. It's going to be partly sunny, and today highs are going to get up to around 36. We do have much colder temperatures over the weekend. Saturday and Sunday's overnight lows are going to be in the single digits. Supposedly, by Monday and Tuesday, we're supposed to be back up into the mid-40s. Almost picnic weather, right? No, it isn't. But hopefully spring's not that far away. We'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 10 minutes. Plus, in the next hour, we're going to be asking, what is something you should probably get your significant other's permission for before doing? At least for you anyway. 623-1025 to text or tell us. Like spending your tax return, right? We were talking about that earlier, how men and women can have very, very different ideas about what to do with the tax return. So it's good usually to get involved with that and have a conversation before deciding, hey, this is what we're going to do with the tax return this year. Everybody likes tax refunds, though, right? I like refunds and I cannot lie.
So I gotta go fill out my
1040 soon,
but I need more time.
Cause here comes our deadline.
I deduct,
but it's not enough
to itemize all my stuff.
My wallet took a pounding.
I need a new accountant.
So text me, text me. If you want all of my text me, turn around,
stick it out,
and shove it up your butt.
Gotta pay tax.
I gotta pay tax.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, powered by Buffalo Run Casino and Resort.
Suzanne is
on the
absolutely right.
#1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Suzanne is 100% right, though. Streaming killed late night TV. That's absolutely what killed it. But I also think that content was a contributor. I think streaming was the major factor in that, but content also. I mean, you don't, even when streaming had existed, come around, David Letterman, Craig Ferguson, those guys, I would watch them later during the day. I still go back and watch some of Craig Ferguson's interviews. That guy was a genius at the way he did off-the-wall show content. Conan O'Brien, another one I think was really, really good, really smart, really genius. I love watching all of his remote videos that he would do during his show. Still watch that stuff. So the content, if the content's good enough, they will watch it in spite of having to go get it later, those kind of things. Also, I think a lot of guys didn't get on the whole social media, YouTube promotion of their product until it was too late. Steve Colbert just doesn't get it. He does not have a clue on how to relate to a younger audience. Shiala heard they were doing away with taxes. Well, no, that's not accurate, Shiala. Not yet, anyway. I mean, President Trump has mentioned the possibility of doing away with the income tax. It won't be a thing. There's no way that can happen. I mean, a lot of us wish that they would do away with taxes, but we're thinking of the initial tax part. We're not thinking of all the social services that you would lose, which I think a blanket sales tax would be a much, much better option than an income tax. But you would have a problem with that when your prices went up on everything. And you'd be like, well, where did Social Security go? And how come our roads have so many potholes in them? And all of these things that are taken care of, infrastructure with taxes. Once those were gone, you'd be like, wait, no, okay, let's all contribute and pay for those things. Well, in Missouri, it may be a thing. Missouri is actively looking like, and it looks like it may be actually happen. Missouri is going to do away with its income tax, and they say that they're going to replace the infrastructure finances with lottery, or not the Missouri betting income that the government's getting is the number one way they say that they're going to replace those funds. My thing for that's not going to happen, I don't think. I mean, look at the lottery, how the lottery was supposed to do all these things for schools and school teachers' salaries and everything. That never happened. Where did all that money go? We know where it went. Yeah, same, Greg. Steve Colbert was so one-sided political. And no matter what your political views are, liberal political views have never lived well on media sources, radio, TV, otherwise. I don't know why. Their audience just does not like the whole consumptive thing. You can look at CNN and all these other liberally slanted news media sources. They do not live well. They do not survive well in a ratings-based situation. I do too, Christy. Supposedly it's supposed to pay. Property taxes are supposed to pay for your infrastructure. Well, it's not doing a lot for some of Joplin's streets. I mean, look over on West 32nd Street, all the potholes, the way you have to drive carefully around certain areas. And Shiala pointed that out. The roads are already crap. Yeah. What they're also talking about doing is tolling the interstate system in Missouri. So you would have toll roads everywhere in Missouri if they did. It'd be like Florida or Oklahoma. Suzanne said, did you know if you're old enough for Medicare and you don't file for it, you get penalty for each month you don't? I did not know that. The whole tax thing, luckily my wife is a genius with all that and works very closely with our accountant to handle all that, so I don't have to think about it. I'm very grateful that I don't have to worry about that stuff. And it would be a mess if I did. Okay, I've got 4 minutes here before news, so I'm going to have to step away for a moment. I want you all to come up with the answer, okay? The question is, what is the answer? Okay? Figure it out. you figure it out? What is the answer? Suzanne, that is correct. The answer is Randy, put on your coat, and I just did. No, the answer is 42. Isn't that it, or 96? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What was the answer? $42. It is. 42 is the answer. The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, computed by the supercomputer over 7.5 million years. The answer is 42. You can't see it. Well, it's because I've got the blinds open. I think you can see them. Let me go over here where I can see an updated picture. Here are the stains right here. And right here. Yeah, you can. You can see them. I'm blocking them for the most part. Nope, Megan, that is incorrect. 42 is the answer. Okay, things you should have to ask your significant other's permission for, which should be up on Facebook already. Oh, it's NBA award time, which I'm a little disenfranchised with, you know. We've had really, really good stuff, and the stuff that has won the past couple of years has been total garbage. And we've noticed that seems to be a rotation thing within the NBA for award winners, for Morning Show of the Year, Station of the Year, that kind of thing. So, and then I began to look at how the judging process was done, and I was like, this is so political, so slanted, that I'm like, I don't care if I even contribute anything for it. But I do think that our animated videos that we did last year, remember the cartoon ones? I think I may submit those. I was really proud of those. Probably won't win anything. I don't care, but I do want people to get to see them. And if it's a finalist, which surely it'll be a finalist, they have to show a clip of them on the big jumbo screen at the award ceremony. So I think I may at least submit the back couch or Gotta Cut 'em, that one. There were 3 of them we did before I ran out of budget, and the company said, hey, we can't afford to do this for you anymore. And I'm like, whatever. I can't pay for it myself, so nah. If I had budget, we'd be doing one of those a week. Suzanne says, anything that you are going to replace that's significant in the home, you ought to be talking with your significant other on. It's just common courtesy, right? That's the thing. There's so much selfish behavior that the idea that I ought to be able to do this without talking to them, that's just inconsiderate. But oftentimes, you know, people are surprised when we say, well, I think we ought to talk about this. I pretty much talk to my wife before I spend any money over like $25-$30. Because I don't want to screw it up for her. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be around 36 with lows down around 19 tonight. Same thing for tomorrow and tomorrow night, but then colder on Friday with highs near 25 and lows near 2. And then Saturday will see a high near 19 and a low near 9. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states. It is 9 in Sarcoxy, 5 in Columbus, and 9 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app. We're wanting to know, what is something that you should probably consult with and get your significant other's permission before doing, at least for you? 623-1025. What should you get your spouse's permission for before you do it? You can also tell us on Facebook. Here's Parmalee on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Okay. You look like you're talking to yourself. Why? Are you talking to your phone? Oh, my goodness. I'm looking in here. Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, in the Facebook comment section. That's because nobody's on Facebook. Suzanne, we should have told you by now that the experience on YouTube is so much better than Facebook. Everybody eventually moves over to YouTube. For one thing, the video's better. Facebook censors comments for no discernible reason whatsoever. Just like every fourth or seventh comment, it will not show to everybody else. So, Suzanne, you may be commenting something and you see it in your comment box, but we never see it because Facebook chooses, for some reason, randomly, we've tested this over and over, to make certain comments that you do not visible to everyone else. We have no idea why. When they started doing that, everybody's decided to move over to YouTube. We're also on Twitch, which has the absolute best picture out of all the options. We're on the KIX website. We're on the KIX app, which there's a new way that the live video works on the KIX app now. Whenever it comes up, it just pops up in the middle of the app and populates. Right now, you see it, I think, shared through Facebook and YouTube on there. Yeah, Facebook really restricts comments bad. YouTube is probably the best overall experience. So everybody always goes over to YouTube to watch. And Suzanne, now that you're part of the family here, and you're going to come on every single day and hang out with us as part of your state-mandated punishment, right? A lot of people don't do Twitch. Twitch was just an option. It was easy to set up, which is why we did it. Do we have anyone? Yeah, Daniel does Twitch. He's on there almost every day. And every now and then, like Woody will go on Twitch. We have a few others that will go on. Usually the people that watch on Twitch are streaming it over their televisions. And the picture, let's be honest, this needs as much help as it can get. So I don't know why you'd want to see me better. To me, it seems like it would be better to not be able to see me better. Yeah, Daniel was on Twitch this morning and just said, morning. Yeah, Alexa does drugs, Suzanne. Frederick gets on Twitch, too. Yeah, Frederick actually has a large following on Twitch. He's got his own channel and everything. Frederick, by the way, Suzanne, is in Sweden. He watches and interacts with us from Sweden. We have a few people. I mean, Woody, who's not been on today because he's a slacker, he's just south of Las Vegas somewhere, and he watches and hangs out with us. We've had, at various times, viewers and listeners from all over the world. Everybody remembers Matthew Mung Lawrence from Capella, Australia. There's Frederick. There was another guy that used to watch us from the Isle of Jersey off the coast of France, which is actually a British Commonwealth. But anyway, and we've had, what's her name from up around the Portland, Oregon area? Remember when she used to be on all the time? I'm trying to think. Oh, there was my friend from Argentina. And he and I still talk every now and then. He's a doctor from Argentina who was learning English, and he used to come on and watch the show all the time. Yeah, Megan's got a good comment there. Make sure you switch from top comments to all comments to see everyone. Yeah, she's on YouTube. Doesn't that look better? I mean, I don't know. Heather? Oh, yeah, Heather from Portland. Yeah. I lay awake late at night and think about these people and be like, do they ever even think of us anymore? And then we had one time a viewer that liked to roll over on her birds and her fish and kill them in the middle of the night. That was for you, Megan. Wait a minute. I got an idea. Here, hold on. Wait. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. It's 8:09. It's going to be Sunday today, and we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. But we're talking today about, want to know, should you have to get permission for something from your significant other? What is that thing? What should you have to get permission for from your significant other?
I think it's like I've learned to say I'm sorry than have to beg.
Better to apologize than get permission.
Yep, just say I'm sorry and do it anyway.
So you don't think you should have to get permission. What do you think? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. Here's Ella Langley on KIX 102.5. All right, hold on. That snuck up. Hold on. You know what? You people do not appreciate the length I go to. Okay. I literally popped a stitch on my jacket doing that. And I'll have to go through the lining to be able to fix that. Luckily, nothing shows, but... Okay. Let's see here. One of those. No. Okay. Got a few here ready to go. We ought to get some horses so you could hold them, Suzanne. That is really loud. Suzanne says, I don't like my name on here. Suzanne Diaconescu. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Talking in the back of the phone.
I'm sorry, what?
Your mic is on and you're talking through the back of the phone.
It's off now. Thanks, Megan. Thanks. Yeah, the mic was. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hey, you're still on the radio.
Not now. We were on. That was just a test to see how closely you guys were paying attention. Plus, I felt like Ella Langley needed a little help that time around.
You needed to back her up a little bit.
Yeah, little back. I'll back up Ella Langley. Careful. Thanks. Catch you later.
Yeah,
Megan, where were you? So, Suzanne, it's Megan's job as producer of Morning KIX to make sure that we're on track, we're doing the right things, we're remembering all this stuff, and that I'm turning the microphone off, which apparently I did not do. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. She oftentimes slacks out on me. And to be honest, I mean, look what she's working with. I know. I'd only done that like twice this week. Again, if the stupid buttons would work, the lights. So look at this. I want to show you guys, okay? Hold on. Without moving my camera. Here, let me show you what I'm dealing with here. So here, look. Okay, it's on now, but watch. What the heck? That's what I'm dealing with. Yeah. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Randy, I just have to tell you.
Please.
Most people don't get my name right. I am so surprised that you did.
Oh, this is Suzanne. It's Suzanne, everybody. Diaconescu? Did I say it right?
It's Dia, but yeah.
Diaconescu.
Most people get on a dry run.
But I've had the dry runs. Let me tell you, that is painful. Diaconescu. So what? That's Italian, right?
No, it's Romanian.
Romanian.
Yeah.
Oh, she's one of those gypsy ladies. I get it. Can you tell my future?
You're going to be cold for the rest of the day.
Yes, so accurate. Also, if you read my palm, will it prove that I am going to turn into a werewolf? It's always Romanian people that have to do with werewolves in movies. Why is that?
Because
they have extra body hair. Don't Romanians have extra body hair? Do you have to frequently deal with chin hair, Suzanne?
I'm not Romanian. I married the guy.
Oh, you married a Romanian. So is he like, can you tell that he's wearing a shirt or not when he takes his shirt off? Look like he's wearing a sweater.
Well, I think how I divorced him like
okay.
30 years ago, so.
Right on. Diaconescu, though. That's an unusual name.
That's why I kept it, because everybody knows who I am. I
Yeah.
can put my name anywhere, and they go, "Oh yeah, I know that girl."
That's
I can't say her name, but I know her.
I'm usually pretty good at pronouncing. Or what we do on here is we give everyone a nickname. So Megan's known as Wildflower Hippie Mama. Jimmy's known as Jim Bob. Sheila is Shiala because she spells her name wrong. Who else? What else? The guys on here will tell us some of the other nicknames that we have. Oh, hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Here's Low Cash on KIX 102.5. And the mic's off. And
Randy,
yes.
I'm Sue's like booze.
Sue's like booze. Oh, I like that. No. Because you like booze.
Well, I'm not an alcoholic, but that's how
Sure.
I tell everybody to say it.
Sure.
Because
You can stop.
in the AOL days, I got to pick my screen name,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't want to be Suzanne everywhere, so I just chopped off the N.
So it's just Sue's like booze. And you could stop anytime you want, right? You don't have a problem. They have a problem.
Right.
Right. Well, is today the first day you've come on the video with us?
No, I've popped on and off before. I used to listen all the time when it was Randy and Kaylee.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Tulsa for like 6 years, and you replaced Kaylee with Jen.
Yeah.
And when I moved back, I started listening again, and it's Randy and Jen, and you seem to be talking to yourself today, so I figured I'd come on and
and you may not know.
not feel so lonely.
Yeah, Jen had a baby a couple of weeks ago. So she's been out. She will be out until like towards the end of February, beginning of March, while she reacclimates and learns how to walk again. But she had a little baby girl, her third child. So we was like, no, don't come back in here. You're going to smell weird for a while. So I named the baby, by the way. That is one of the things that I do really, really well is naming people's babies. And I'm available for hire, parties, bar mitzvahs, things like that.
Okay, well, I don't do babies anymore. I do dogs, and
Saying I do dogs is a weird statement. Go ahead. Sorry.
and they've all got names, so I don't think I'm going to need your assistance.
Well, you really do. You just aren't aware of it yet. Like Jen's new baby girl, I named Hubris Wigglefritz Cahoots, which you got to admit is the most beautiful, powerful, impactful name that you've ever heard. Except for like Greg, my son-in-law is on here watching this morning. Greg, his youngest son, I named Murph the McRibbisback Turkelson, which is the best name ever. Everybody knows that.
Randy.
What? Yes.
Names are not good unless you can be mad and scream them at the top of your lungs and still say it right.
This coming from a woman whose last name is Diaconescu, and which does sound like a Romanian curse. It really does. Diaconescu. Do you point? Yeah, do you point your fingers at them when you Diaconescu? You know, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm gonna get thinner now."
Well, it's funny that you say that because when I tell people how to say it, I always tell them that if you break it up, it looks like you're going to kill a diacon with an S and a Q. Diaconescu.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to get off here, Suzanne, because I got 10 seconds before I got to go on and do calls. But thanks for calling and being on with us.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Later. Suzanne, everybody. It has been great having her on today. Hopefully she comes back. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8 and 19. It's going to be sunny today. Highs are going to be into the mid-30s, and we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 6 minutes. But we've been taking your calls, talking about what should you have to get your significant other's permission for. Or should you? Should you have to get your significant other's permission? 623-1025 to text or tell us. Should you have to get their permission?
I think yes.
You should have to get permission.
Not so much permission. I think you ought to get their opinion on how they feel about it. It's like my husband, he wants a tattoo on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not much on tattooing. I'm one of these. If God wanted you to have that marking, he would have given you. That's why he gave me freckles. If you want your hair a different color, he can give it to you.
Well, wait a minute. You wear clothes, don't you?
Wait. Yeah,
well, don't you think that if God wanted you to wear clothes, he would have put them on you?
But because of the human laws, you got to wear them.
Yeah, dang it. Unless you live in a nudist colony. Hey, that's it. Let's go live in a nudist colony. Stupid human laws. What should you get permission from your significant other for, or should you have to get permission?
Well, I think if you're married, you need to consult for financial, but if you want to get a freaking tattoo or dye your hair, do whatever you want. I don't ask.
That works both ways. If he came home with a mohawk and green and yellow stripes in it, you would not be able to care, right?
Well, if you married that type of person, then that's on you.
Maybe he's going through some sort of midlife crisis because you don't give him enough attention.
It's better than cheating.
Got it. Yes, better than that. Should you have to get permission from your significant other for whatever?
Well, I say no. I just came out of a horrible relationship after forever.
Mm-hmm.
I had to ask permission for every little thing I did. It was ridiculous. I was like, I was being mothered and smothered. So, no, I don't think you should have to ask for everything you do.
I agree. I don't think everything, but I think big things like body changes, permanent things, purchases. If you're going to buy a car, I mean, that ought to be a mutual agreement. If you're going to buy a house or something. Although I'm very distracted because you said you'd been smothered, and I got to thinking about onions and sauteed mushrooms, and now I'm starving. What should you have to get permission from your significant other for, or should you have to get permission? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. It's the 4 states number 1 for country. Mic off. Mic. Stupid. There, the light just now stayed on. I mean, to indicate that it's off. Stupid. Be nice if stuff just worked, wouldn't it? Hold on. Getting these ready. Okay. Daniel has been here the whole morning, just hanging out quietly, creeping in the background. Okay, let me go back because I'm catching up on comments. Time to update. Did you ever check the text message to see if that one responded to Hitler? No, I didn't. Thank you, Megan. Who remembers that stuff? Okay. Tickets. Had so many people saying tickets. Oh, okay. Here we go. this lady, Sally Shoemaker, little Sally Shoemaker, selling shoes down by the seashore. She, I don't know where that came from or why it was so funny. Anyway, she made a guess on Monday for the Brain Buster, which is on a competing station. Stupids. Anyway, she said, my guess is a library or a drive-in or a hayride. And I don't know what the question was because we didn't ask it. And she's responding to me thinking she's responded to them because my number, 623-1025, is so programmed into her brain, okay? So this is a person that later was going to be operating heavy machinery in the form of an automobile. Yay, for all of us. So I answered back, neither of those are correct. The answer was actually Hitler. So here was her response later that afternoon, okay? So here's the conversation. She says, my guess was a library, a drive-in, or a hayride. I responded with, neither of those are correct. The answer was actually Hitler. She responded with, my friend just told me that Ryan Reynolds just bought slot machine from her husband and Pa Rump. Okay, so what do I answer back? Seriously, that's what it says. Pa Rump is actually a line from the Little Drummer Boy. Pa Rump-a-pum-pump. I could tell her that was a typo. Said Ryan Reynolds just actually got a spanking from her husband on his Pa Rump. What do you think? Okay, I'm trying to catch up now. Jimmy, you're not Jimmy Cat. You're now Jim Bob. I would never, Megan, I would never put my dog in little short pants. Bella would not wear little short pants. She says, I walk my little dog in short shorts. Bella does not wear short shorts. Nobody does. You weren't so mean to it. I'm not sure where we were at. Body changes, financial decisions, over $30 was a typo. He meant to say Ryan Reynolds just got a spanking from her husband on his Pa Rump. There, sent. Little Sally Shoemaker selling shoes down by the seashore. What are we looking at? Oh, we're just watching. No, I like Ryan's commercials on Mint Mobile. His marketing is so good that I went and looked into it. And they do have the cheapest cell phone plans. If you plan to never use your cell phone or never use the internet, I mean, you really have to get this base plan, and it's only good. It's similar to what the old cell phone plans used to be back in the 90s, you know, when you only had so many minutes and so much data. It's a lot like that. If you want to get unlimited minutes, unlimited data, all that stuff, you're going to pay just about as much as you do with Verizon, or probably not AT&T. They're stupid expensive, but you're going to pay about like you do with everyone else. Suzanne, sometimes if you want your equipment to act the way it's supposed to, you got to give it a little whack, a little smackety, a little spank, a little donkey punch. Okay, there's a new trend that those of you that have trouble sleeping at night need to know about it. I plan to try it. It's called sleeping like a potato. TikTok. Megan ought to know about this. It's all over TikTok right now. The potato bed method. Do you know what this is, Megan? Sounds stupid to me. Porting out from them is impossible. Porting out from what? What is she talking about? Little Smike with microphone cable. That's right. Just you don't mouth me. What I tell you about jumping outside in those mud puddles? Listen. Okay. Okay, Suzanne, chill out. Oh, the potato beds. Do you know what they are? Has anybody seen this on TikTok? I don't want to bore you with stuff you already know about. Yeah, I do. The way it works is you're supposed to take a fitted sheet and flip it upside down so it curls up like this. And then you stuff the elastic edges with pillows and blankets and things like that. You put even more blankets in the middle. Then you climb in. And then you're wrapped like a potato for a potato-like night's sleep that will boost relaxation hormones and make you feel safe and supported. And just add sour cream and chives for extra flavor. For fewer carbs, if you want, you can substitute a lettuce wrap. What? The only way I would sleep like a potato is if I got baked first. And if you wrap yourself up like a potato and you fart, you're going to find yourself in an old Dutch oven. I don't know. I think I spend enough time as a potato on the couch, so I don't need to do it also when I'm sleeping. Also, if I tried to do that at night, after about 15 minutes, I'd be doing this stupid. Get up. Yeah, I couldn't. No, there's no way. I have to have a leg hanging out here and there, and yeah, there's no way I could handle that ever. I could not do that. No, sorry, Bob. Thank you. No more for me. I'm driving. Okay. Oh, seg break. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Here's Morgan Wallen on KIX 102.5. Off? Yes, it's off now. The light's working right now. They also did a survey of dog owners. Weren't we talking about dogs? Yeah, Megan was saying I make my dog wear short shorts. It's not true. But a poll commissioned by Minty's Fresh Bites Dental Treats of 2,000 U.S. adults who own a dog found a whole bunch of stuff out. They said 87% of people consider their dog to be their best friend. 97% consider them to be as much a member of the family as anybody else. It's pretty much everybody, except for Earl. He hates his dog. 75% have shared dialogue with their furry friends, talk to them, and 62% use a dog voice to do so. They said around half of people let their dogs sleep in their bed every night. We did that until about a year ago because Bella struggles with storms, thunderstorms, which, fine, okay, I'm past the point of wanting to get up in the middle of the night and force her through exposure therapy to confront her fears and overcome them. I'm like, no, I need sleep. So the way we deal with it now is her bed is right next to our bed. She's fine with that. She just wants to be close to her pack, and it has become a new part of her ritual. She never tries to get on the bed. I let her get on the bed for like naps. If we take naps during the day, fine. But at nighttime, she knows that's time for her to go get in her bed. Because her freaking out in the middle of the night, that was getting really old. 54% say they've shared a plate of food with their dog at one time or another. No. My dog's on a stupid prescription diet. 40% have thrown birthday parties for their puppy. 45% have created social media accounts dedicated to them. Sarara is another regular Suzanne. No, Sue's Booze. Got to get used to calling her that. So she has the cutest Yorkies. And I think, doesn't she have a social media account for them? She should have. 60% have had video calls with them when I'm away. 50% have dressed up their dog in clothes, including superhero costumes, 13%, bow tie collars, 60%, and really short shorts before they take them for a walk, 1%. 28, that's inaccurate. What the heck? 28% have cooked homemade meals for their pets, 21% have taken them for spa days, and 10% have had a dog photo shoot primarily for them. My name is Earl. Yeah, that was a good show. Oh, I found a new TV show you guys got to watch yesterday. So good. KIX 102.5. The 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:34. It's going to be sunny today with highs into the mid-30s. And we've got the Morning KIX Takeover getting ready to start in just 15 minutes. Let us start your day with your favorite song by going on the KIX app or the KIX website and make your song picks. We're going to start playing it back at 8:50. But we're talking today about, should you have to get permission from your significant other for whatever? And if so, what should you have to get permission from your significant other for? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. Should you have to get permission?
I think it should be a joint decision if you're going to spend the rest of your life with them. I have 5 tattoos now.
She's a regular biker chick.
I didn't have any when I got married, and I, got my husband's consent with each one. He helped me pick it out.
It'd be kind of like your right arm going off and doing something your left arm didn't want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing from you is you think of the marriage and the time you've spent in the marriage as kind of a prison sentence, and these are prison tats that you now have, right? What should you have to get permission for, or should you?
I don't think it's a permission thing. Like, I like tattoos, and I have a lot of tattoos, but he doesn't want me to get any tattoos on my legs because he likes my legs. So I don't have any tattoos on my legs.
So in spite of the fact that you want tattoos, you asked his permission, and he said no.
No.
Well, wait a minute.
I get tattoos. That's not what I'm saying at all. I get tattoos, but I don't get them on my legs because he likes my legs. He doesn't want me to have tattoos on my legs.
So what you're saying is he's the one that decided whether you could get them on your legs.
No, what I'm saying is we compromise.
Sounds like you compromised and did what he wanted.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
All.
I don't see where you came out. What do you think? Should you have to get permission from your significant other for something?
I don't think so, because when I went to get my tattoo, I told my boyfriend I was getting a tattoo, and he's like, okay, well, thanks for telling me.
What would you have done if he had been like, I don't think so?
I would have said, well, it's my body. I'm doing what I want.
He would have probably said, what about the other night when you said it was my body? What do you think? Should you have to get permission from your significant other?
Women don't ask for permission. You guys do.
Yeah, guys are polite like that. We're gentlemen. And ladies can't seem to learn how to become a gentleman, can they? You need to practice more. What do you think? Should you have to ask for permission from your significant other before doing something like that? You can tell us or text us what you think at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook. It's the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. I wish Jim would be real, don't you? She keeps saying, let's be real. Okay. Sue's Booze, it automatically bleeped you. After the live, go into your profile settings on YouTube. You should be able to change your name, Megan says. Just takes training. Are you talking about dogs, Sue's Booze, or are you talking about husbands? Yes, the mic's off. Thank you, Megan. Where I usually run into trouble with the microphone is when I'm in this room. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about kid mess ups. What's the worst thing your kids have ever wrecked of yours? What's the worst thing they ever screwed up? I'm trying to think. What did my girls? Really? Okay. So Lauren's bedroom door, oh my gosh, they trashed it. They were having some sort of they were playing way too over hyper in their room and were throwing stuff at each other, all in good fun. And I guess one of them, I can't remember which one, either Candace or Lauren, threw something and it hit the inside of the bedroom door and made a huge hole, whatever it was, maybe the TV, I don't know. And I remember trying to fix that door with wood filler on a hollow core door. It was a horrible mess. This door looked like it had this massive, what do they call those growths? Those elephantine growths, that people can get. It looked like it had one of those in the middle of the door, this big brown mass. It was awful. I don't know why I didn't just replace the door. I mean, eventually I did, but I think that, and she, when learning to drive, I mentioned this yesterday, she cut the wheels on the truck the wrong way and backed the wheel into the wall in the garage and put a big hole in the sheetrock in the garage. Amber really ruined the transmission in my Grand Cherokee that I had at the time when she was learning how to drive. She would do this thing of revving up before putting it into gear, and it would hit, chug, and eventually it tore off enough gears in the transmission I had to have it rebuilt. Thankfully, I did not have to teach them how to drive a standard, or I would have been replacing clutch and clutch pressure plate all the time. Christy said, my son punched a hole in his wall. I made him pay to get it fixed. There you go. Oh, you bleeped yourself. Our filters will automatically bleep you. If you try to, type the word father and watch, it won't let you say fat. So it will bleep the FAT and father. Like it's saying fat her. Body checks into drywall never end well. Tire checks into drywall, yeah. Oh, did you guys hear? We were talking about Bigfoot earlier. We were, around the whole sports thing. There have been multiple confirmed reportings of a Bigfoot sighting in Virginia by U.S. Marines that were training near the Quantico Marine Base. There was a whole group of them have reported seeing them on multiple occasions. I don't know. It sounds like a really lame way of trying to get out of the Marines to me, but they said they saw a huge creature with a big head full of flowing hair, that it was either Bigfoot or Pete Hegseth. Yeah. See? So that's done through Restream. We can type in any word, which I've thought about doing before, just some rant like the word and. People will be like, why is it bleeping when I say and? Suze Booze is thinking. Today is National Kazoo Day. I could have. Be so thankful that I did not, but I could have. We could have done there is a whole subculture for the kazoo. I don't know if you know this or not, but listen.
Celebrate National Kazoo Day with all your favorite hits played on America's easiest instrument to play with Now That's What I Call Kazoo Music. If you can remotely carry a tune while humming, you can kazoo along to the best rock classics. Never before have so many artists and genres been represented on one album. Download Now That's What I Call Kazoo Music today, because tomorrow you'll be sick of it.
Happy Kazoo Day! Oh my gosh, Megan. It's because you spelled it differently. That's it? That's it? We do not need that word. And you cannot, I don't know, but it's no longer a thing. Hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. That sounds weird. You enjoyed the, I hate that word. I cannot stand that word. I don't like to think about it. I don't like, it's a weird, it's not a good word. I think I know why. Okay, me and my therapist, we examined this closely not too long ago, and I think it's because that's what Mama called it. And it just gives me the all-overs. Oh, Suze Boo said her most recent ex thought if he was at work and I got food for me, I ought to get it for him as well. Yeah, he wasn't required to do that, so he is now her ex. Guys, see going before the judge and him saying, on what grounds has this divorce been petitioned for? And Suze Boo explains that, and I see him going, all right, I'll allow that. It is not unblocked anymore. Should we put a filter on like Jimmy's name? Or someone who, Shiala. Oh, it would confuse the heck out of her. She would not get it at all, would she? Yes, I did. And it was not there, by the way. I told him how it made me feel. The Facebook's video picture for me is frozen. So it just looks like I'm hiding behind the microphone, huddling up in my my coat. Okay, 46, 47. We got one more song. Dylan Scott is up next. By the way, Dustin Lynch is the guest co-host all next week on Elena, which today's Wednesday. I need to be checking for promos. Let's see. They've been really, really late with the ACC promo here lately. No, it's there. Yay. Okay, so today we're doing
all the hits and the stars every weekend on American Country Countdown.
There's Ryan Fox. Now, let's see if Elena's promo is ready to go. I think I've already done it. Yeah, Elena's was already done. Look at how far ahead I've been working. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. It's Morning KIX. It's Thomas Rhett and Jordan Davis. We're talking today about whether you should have to get permission from your significant other for anything. You can tell us what you think at 623-1025. It's Dylan Scott on KIX. Okay. Suze Booze today. You end at 9. Yeah, we end the video at 9. At 10, we do... All right, 9 o'clock, we go into what we call a Coast Hour. It's the Morning KIX Takeover. So you can literally go on the KIX app or the KIX website and pick the song that you want to play. So if you go to the KIX app right now, and for the next few minutes... which they've changed a whole bunch of stuff on here. I don't know. Nothing looks different. So right up there, those yellow words, if you click on that, click here to vote on, then you can go down through this list and pick the song that you want to play. You vote it up or you vote it down. And so like I'm voting up Dustin Lynch right now, Riding Roads. You can vote up any of those ones. There's Good Girls in there too. And it moves those songs up in the playlist order. You can do that there. You can do it on the website. You can do the same thing. Where'd the blog go? Yeah, because the blog's not updating properly. It still has like Chase Matthew, which is back in October, September. So I've got to get a hold of them about that. Yeah, the app is pretty neat, can be pretty neat, and we're getting ready to do some contests that are exclusive for the app. And a lot of the time when we do like a secret sound hint, we will just share it on the app or just on the website or something like that. Okay, here we go. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. It's going to be sunny today, highs up into the mid-30s. And we've got the Morning KIX Takeover getting ready to start in just 5 minutes. So there's still a little time to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote on the song that you want to play to help start off your day. But we're talking today about getting your significant other's permission. Should you have to? And if so, what should you have to get your significant other's permission for?
Well, for personal changes, no.
Okay, so define personal change. Is it like quarters and dimes in your pocket?
Haircut, hair color, all that. If I got a tattoo, I would say no, but he knows I would never do that anyway.
Yeah.
Now, as far as major purchases, I should say yes because it's going to affect him too because he's going to have to,
I should have known you guys would be sensitive where the money
Hey,
is.
my husband's better ask me too. I mean, I'll ask him and he'll ask me, and that's just how it works.
So you wouldn't mind if he came home with a mohawk?
I'd love if he came home with a mohawk.
What do you think you should have to ask your significant other's permission for? Or should you have to ask their permission?
I have to call in once in a while. I have to sneak up to my dog. And my wife don't like me calling in because she thinks I'm stupid.
Have you asked her? Have you asked her if it's okay to call into the radio station?
She stops me. She says, don't you call in. That's stupid.
What?
Don't be calling in and telling them people them things. It's none of your business.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think you might ought to divorce her. Nobody needs that kind of negativity in their life, much less their morning. Of course, there's always the possibility that maybe you are stupid. So, we got to consider that. What do you think? Should you have to get your significant other's permission?
Well, I think everybody's your own individual, married or not, but out of respect for each other and your relationship and everything, yes, you should ask. Tell them what your idea is and then get their opinion.
What if they say, I don't like this idea at all. I don't want you to do this.
Well, then, I'm sorry, but, why don't you come with me and help me pick one out that you like?
Okay. What do you think? Should you have to get your significant other's permission before doing something?
Yes, I think you most absolutely should.
Ask for permission.
And that is why I am 7 years happily divorced.
Wait a minute now. Did you ask her permission to get that divorce? Tell us what you think. Should you have to get your significant other's permission? If so, what should you be getting permission for? You can text or tell us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook. Morning KIX Takeover is getting ready to start in just 5 minutes on the 4 states number 1 for country, KIX 102.5. Okay, guys. Get that up there. You can pick. Okay, if you go on down, you can add a song. You can suggest a song for the list, but it's the ones that get the most votes. You can sit there and vote yours up the whole hour, the whole time, and it'll be pretty much guaranteed to play. Tomorrow, again, we're going to be talking about the worst thing your kids have ever wrecked, your kid mess up stories. And we'll be celebrating the tax season again. Plus, we're going to be talking about Super Bowl a little bit, about those office square coordinators. Do you have people that do that in your office? Is that still a thing now that sports betting is now legal in Missouri? Anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Whoops. There we go. Bye.